Today Suyash is preparing chicken curry. Hi Suyash. So now will you let us know what are these ingredients that you are putting in this? Can you please tell us?
So right now I'm going to create the marination spices for the chicken. So this is approximately 1 kg of chicken, which consists of leg and thigh pieces.
Okay.
And this is the dry spice combination, or basically you can simply use garam masala or you can put all these spices. So I have cinnamon sticks, some cardamom, some betel nut. No, not betel nut. This is nutmeg. Sorry, this is nutmeg. This much is sufficient because it is very
Okay.
strong in taste. So the flavor is pretty dominant. So I'm taking only this much quantity. You can adjust it according to your taste. And this clove, black pepper, cumin seeds, bay leaf 2, or you can take one large bay leaf. That is also fine, and some javitri. So now I'm going to grind all this in a grinder, so I'm not going to create a powder out of it. Rather, I'll make it a bit coarse so that it sticks better to the to chicken, and the marination also is. And if there's a little bit of coarseness, that is also fine, because while you're preparing it with gravy, that coarseness will automatically be dissolved, so that shouldn't be a problem. So welcome back. This is the grounded spices. Now I have taken approximately 2 inches of ginger and 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. You can take more or less depending upon your preference, and I'm taking 3 green chilies along with this one. So I'm going to create a paste out of it, and I'm going to then mix this powdered spices along with curd. So the marination spice combination is good enough, I think. So you can change the amount of chili, because not everybody prefers very spicy. Depends upon your heat preference. That's all I can say. So now these are the this is the ginger garlic paste with green chili in it. Now I'm going to put some curd before I'm going to use it. So approximately I'm taking over here 1 small bowl of curd, maybe 50 to 100 grams, somewhere around 75 grams to be on an exact number. And I'm going to put all my grounded spices in this one, and I'm going to give it a good mix in the grinder itself. So the reason to add curd is it actually balances out any heatness or any excess spice that is in there, and you can use some curd or a combination of heavy curd and cream, heavy cream and curd while you are cooking the gravy. So now I'm going to just give it a proper mix so that my spices, curd and ginger garlic chili paste is mixed well enough. Then I'm going to simply coat my chicken pieces with this marination. So here is my marination spice, which I have just now mixed with ginger garlic chili paste, curd and the grounded spices that we created right now. So instead of selecting the dry spices by yourself, either you can go ahead and simply use garam masala with coriander powder, or ready-made chicken masala also, which is available in the market. So now we are simply going to pour it. So as you can see, I have added curd, so the color of spices and the marination is slightly lighter right now, but that's okay. So I'm going to add Additionally, I'm going to add red chili powder, some salt, and coriander powder. So now I'm going to add approximately 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon red chili powder. I prefer more heat, so that's okay. I can add some more. It depends upon you how much heat you want to, right? And some turmeric. So approximately 1 teaspoon, a little more turmeric powder. And now I'm going to put approximately 2 teaspoons salt right now, or maybe we can put some more salt, it depends, that's okay. So now I think we are done over here. Now we're just going to give it a well mix and we'll let it rest for approximately 45 minutes. So this is our chicken with all the spices and the marination combination. Now we are going to keep it for half an hour to 45 minutes. Ideally 20 minutes should be sufficient, but let the spices penetrate the meat so that you get a proper flavor. You can keep it for some more time. So I'm simply going to keep it and let it rest for around 40 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. So now moving on to our phase 2. So this is our chicken done for the marination, and we'll get it back. Maybe we'll get back to it in another half an hour or so. So now for the second part, where we are going to prepare chicken gravy, we have taken approximately 400 grams of onion approximately. So this is like if you have big onions, you can take 3 full big onions. Now since this is medium size onion, so we have taken 4 medium size and 2 small onion, just to make sure that we are not short of rich gravy, thick rich gravy. So we have sliced the onions, and we already have pretty hot kadhai right now. So we are going to cook this chicken in kadhai instead of pressure cooker, because pressure cooker is going to cook the flesh more, which actually separates out from the bone, which personally I don't like. It's up to you whether you want to cook it in the pressure cooker or kadhai. Anything is fine. So now I'm going to use mustard oil for this one. Approximately 3 tablespoons of mustard oil I'm going to take, and since this is already preheated kadhai, so I think this should, so this is somewhere around 3 to 4 tablespoons of mustard oil right now, which is hot enough. And now I'm going to put in this one some whole bay leaf, some whole dry red chilies, and cumin. So cumin is entirely optional, it's up to you if you prefer to, but it is entirely optional. So I'm simply going to put some bay leaf and cumin seeds. So now since the red chili and the combination is already done, now we're going to put our sliced onions in this one. So now we are going to cook the onion. Basically, when it turns to golden brown, and after the onion is cooked, then we are going to put our chicken in this one. Then we are again going to cook the chicken for around 10 minutes, and after that we are going to make our gravy. So we just wait for the onion to cook and go to the golden brown. So this is the onion texture that I was earlier talking about. So we are not going to cook it entirely because we are planning to cook chicken along with the onions. So this is just the right color that I was looking for, which is slightly brown and the onion is softened enough. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to low down the heat a little bit. I'm going to put my marinated chicken. So this is the marinated chicken for approximately half an hour now since we have marinated it, and I'm going to simply take everything out of it and add it to my onion. So there's one important thing that I forgot to tell you. After cleaning the chicken, I did a pat dry of chicken so that any moisture which is left behind after washing the chicken is taken out through tissue paper. And you can simply pat dry, because what moisture does is when you are marinating it, the marinade becomes a bit watery, and that is something which, you know, that blocks the marination to seep inside the meat. So now I'm going to just cook it for some time. Right now my cooktop heat is on medium high. It's not high, it's not low, it's medium high actually, between medium and high. So now I'm just going to cook my chicken for some time, maybe 10 minutes. And how would you know that it's done? The oil will be separated out from the entire spice combination. Now why I'm cooking it for 10 minutes is because I have used all the spices powder. They also need to be cooked along with the chicken, and you don't want that raw spice taste or texture in the gravy. So just to make sure that all the spices are also cooked enough and the chicken is also cooked properly, we'll just cook it for 10 minutes before adding any gravy. So this is the chicken that I have cooked for roughly around 5 minutes now, and as you can see I have changed my spatula from non-stick ware to a normal steelware because that was not very efficient, trust me. Now I'm just going to, I just wanted to show you that this is how it looks like after 5 minutes. We are going to cook it for another 5 minutes, and then we'll add the water and some additional optional things that you want to, like kevra water for garnishing and for additional flavors. But then all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water and optional little bit of heavy cream. Just before adding heavy cream, make sure that it is not if it is very if the heat level of spices is high or if it is very spicy, then add the heavy cream mixed with little bit of water. Otherwise this should be fine if you prefer spicy. So now as you can see that the spices are well done now. The color of thick gravy has also changed from light to a bit dark right now, and I have added some salt right now before starting the chili. So I have added some additional salt just to make sure the salt levels are fine. Now I'm going to add water. So basically I've added some water to my marinade mixture which I have used earlier. So now I've added some water in this one, and now we are going to let it sit and cook for around 20 minutes covered on a medium heat. So for 20 minutes we are not going to disturb it at all. Maybe you can give it a stir so that just to make sure that none of the chicken or spices that get stuck on the bottom of the pan. And yeah, that's all about it. We are going to cook it for another 20 minutes on a medium. So this is our chicken curry, cooked for around 20 minutes now already, and this is how it finally looks like. You can see the chicken is properly tendered, the gravy is completely cooked, all we need to do is adjust the salt level because it might be a bit less because we added water. And to finish it off, I'm simply going to add some desi ghee, which is around 2 tablespoons, to give it a final touch. And just mix it well. And there you have it. This is the simple home style chicken curry, and I'm signing off. Thank you.